Doing a little live draw of Solomon Kane, little drinking draw tonight. It's gonna be a quick one, probably about an hour to 2 hours tops. I got my McFarland's Reserve right here. I opened last night over on my buddy Preston's channel. Hey, what up, Edwin? Thanks for stopping by, bro. Gonna be drawing a little Solomon Kane tonight. Doing a little drink and draw with some whiskey left over from my birthday bottle. So yeah, nothing too crazy. But Kane, man, he's such a fun character to draw. The first time drawing him. But yeah, cheers. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's crazy all the new stuff going down with YouTube now, man. What you can and can't do live and whatnot. It's pretty crazy. So I haven't really drawn too much on this. Right before I started the stream, I started tweaking his hat. I like the version where he kind of has the flip up on the side. I got a character that's like that too. I just think it looks cool. You know, you don't really see it too much. And yeah, here we go. I got him. I think it's gonna be in England. This piece probably it's gonna be at night, but it's gonna take a lot more ink. That could be done like towards the end. Right now, we're just trying to hammer out all the basics, and he's like fighting a gang of different evil monstrosities down here. You got like this hag right here, and this demonic bird. You got this like another one right here. Just trying to have fun with it, you know. Trying to switch it up. Hey, how you doing, Skrunky? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we're doing some live Solomon Kane drawing right now, so pretty much got everything locked in and whatnot on like the figure and the monsters and the kind of the location. But I could tweak it as I need to. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put this. It was either going to be in England or it was going to be in Africa. But yeah, this one's definitely going to be in England. Hey, how's it going, TBT Gamer? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Happy July 10th, and to the other 27 people watching. Thanks. Cheers. Drinking a little McFarland whiskey. That's not by Tom McFarland, but it's yeah, that's it right here. McFarland's pretty good. So yeah, pretty good stuff. And then I just reviewed got a review of this up right here of the new Solomon Kane. It's a recommend. If you guys want to go check that out. This is the 4th issue. This character's been around for over 100 years. He's badass. He's he's like, if you guys, a lot of you guys probably know who Vampire Hunter D is. This is where Vampire Hunter D came from. Okay. A lot of you guys love the movie Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman. It all came from Solomon Kane. And there's a Solomon Kane movie out there, guys. So go check it out. Check out all the new Conan stuff too. It's from the same writer, Robert E. Howard. He created it. Hey, what's cracking, man? Oh, thanks for subbing, TBT Gamer. I always, yeah. KK God. Hey, thanks for stopping by. You guys are awesome. Happy Saturday night. Hope you guys are having an awesome weekend. Tim Olson, what's up, brother? Yeah. Captain, hey, how you doing, Captain? All right, so we're gonna get back into this this drawing right here. Definitely gonna want to have like a tree right here, like it's one of those old scary beat up trees, with they're just dying over. Gonna have probably some bats in here, like to get all gothy with it, and spooky and scary. It's got to be that way. The thing about Solomon Kane and Conan and Cole, same writer, is is that Solomon Kane is a horror story. It's a horror. It's in the horror genre. Conan tiptoes in it, but it's mostly like a peplum. It's sword and sorcery. This one's straight horror. So if you guys haven't picked up the Del Rey books by Conan, I highly recommend them. There's the Del Rey complete Solomon Kane. That's awesome too. So, thanks, TV Gamer. I'm trying to get better at drawing. That's something I'm going to be trying to do for forever. Just trying to get better at doing it. It's something that you just keep practicing every single day to get better. I've been drawing my whole life, but I actually started getting better like probably the last year or last 2 years. I started getting better. So sometimes you just like level up, I guess. It's crazy. Crazy. Let's see here. We got it, and he's got these flintlock pistols, so it adds more to like the drama. You know, when he has to like load his pistols, and do you know what I mean? He can't just keep sitting there like just blasting all the time. So yeah. So these streams are probably going to take me a while to do all this. I usually sit here and take my time. If I'm having like a drink, I'm going to chill and just I'm not going to do it in a rush. It's supposed to be about like decompressing and just relaxing. You know, it's my weekend, so I'm fucking chilling, bro. Yeah, trying to figure out this gun too. It's kind of tricky. It's at a weird angle. This flintlock pistol right here. Yeah. Is that an Odysseus #1 full length on Amazon? Oh, okay. This is awesome. You don't need to get any better because you are good. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I want to learn how to paint. That's my next thing. You know, just love art, man, in general. But drawing comic books is the best. Comic book style art, you know. Let's see here. This is a nice gun. So we got to get that hand wrapped around the gun. We got the trigger right here. Let's see if that finger could be right there. All right. So cool thing about drawing is part of drawing is erasing, you know. You can just come back in here. So like right now I got all this different options of fingers of what I want. So I could kind of erase my way through it. Let's see. I kind of want one right there. And I want another one right there like that. So now you got a thumb, index, middle, ring finger, and then you want to get your pinky right there coming up on the side. I got some fucked up pinky fingers though. Look at mine. They tuck in. It's like I can't. I don't use my hand. I try not to use myself as a reference because I'm a mutant. So yeah, some funny shit. Some people got funny hands. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You know. Yeah, you got to keep practicing every day. You know, because you could lose it. You know, that's also too like it goes. You know, with your brain too and your body. Like, say if you're getting up there in age and you want to retire, you know, like the moment you retire, your body's like, "What are you doing, man? I'm used to working." You know, so, and your brain too. It's mostly the brain. So the whole thing is you got to use it or you lose it. You know, use it or lose it. You always have to work, guys, till the day you die. It's just the workload needs to get lighter and lighter. You know, those rocks they're on your back that you're you know traversing through the mountains of life. Those rocks they got to slowly start coming off your back to where you just have maybe two little pebbles. You know, but they're still there, and they're there for fun, right? So maybe you might be working in the garden, you might be going to the gym when you retire, but you should always be working. You know, 100%. Should never stop working. Never stop like doing physical activity either. You don't have a funny hand. When do you paint? I will be there. Yeah, I've never painted. I painted one picture, like I think when I was in first or second grade, bro, and that's all I've ever painted. But it's on my bucket list for the year, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna probably do acrylics. I'm just gonna probably do like a bust. I'll probably do like Hellboy or something, you know, and just see what happens. I'll probably pencil it and then I'll come in with some red paint, you know, and just say fuck it, just try it, you know. Sorry to hear that, man. You know, it's been a rough it's been a rough year, you know. It's been a rough a couple of years, or fuck, it's been a rough 8 years, you know. It is the weekend though, I give you that. And there's some movies to go out there and watch. There's some cool comic books to read. A lot of good some cool movies on streaming. Um, you know, there's stuff to draw out there. You know what I mean? There's stories to write. There's books to read. There's stuff to do. You know, to keep you on the up and up, as I would say. That's what I do when I'm feeling blue. Yeah, absolutely. right now. I'm gonna draw his sash. He's got like this sash on his side right here. I'll probably come back to this gun later. Yeah. But that's the thing, like it's fun to jump around in your piece, like kind of step back. Normally when I'm drawing too, I'll pick this up and then I'll put it in front of a mirror and I'll look at it and you'll see all kinds of problems, that you want to fix. So all kinds of problems. And these guns, they're fun to draw. There's a lot of little things to them, little pieces, little bits of hardware and whatnot. Yeah. The thing is, too, you can add a lot of your whatnot towards the end. The details when you're inking it. Ooh, you ordered some copies of Melvin, huh? Getting ready for the comic convention. That's cool. Yeah. That's always cool. Yeah. %. Probably gonna do WizardCon. Maybe not definitely not this year, but probably next year. Probably next year. Okay, there's that. The buckle right there. Yeah, you could send this to your friends and family. I don't mind. Yeah, this is a live draw streams for everyone to watch. The more the merrier. Okay. So now we got that. Got the muscles on him already, so now he's gonna start kind of drawing the clothes on him. We got that done on the last stream, so got that plane ticket, huh? Sounds crazy. Crazy busy. Crazy, 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 man. Crazy busy. Yeah, that's always good, Oh, thanks, TBT Gamer. I appreciate you. Yeah, nervous and excited is always a good thing, right? That means usually means you're doing something right. Yesterday was my birthday. It was really fun. Got to hang out with the family. Got to go out to eat. Went to a nice restaurant. Went and got some brunch. Went to this place called Porto's. It's a Cuban bakery restaurant. Oh man, they got so much good stuff over there. They got one right over there by Medieval Times in Buena Park. Yeah, really nice. Over by Medieval Times. It's right next door to Medieval Times. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, no, I got this. I wanted to. There's a sandwich that they have there. It's really good. It's actually on like a rye bread, lettuce, tomato, and it's a turkey and caramelized bacon sandwich. It has caramelized bacon on it. And hey, what's up, Tank? Thanks for stopping by, brother. And then I just wanted to try their like house americano, like their Cuban coffee. But they have all this bakery stuff. Like it's huge. The place is massive, bro. It's a chain now. They're starting to get built more frequently. Portos, but they started out here in Southern California. But it's a hard recommend. Yeah, that one just opened up next to Medieval Times, so you can go into you can get Medieval Times early. Go over there and get some nice. You can get a cubano. I've never even tried their cubanos. Get that. Go watch the show. Watch some nice knights smash some swords against some shields. You know, it's always fun. Yeah, it was kind of strong. I did have to put some. Oh, thanks, TV Gamer. I did have to put some cream and some sugar in it. Normally, I don't. Lately, I've been drinking my coffee black. Unless I go to Dunkin'. Dunkin' to me though is kind of like a fun coffee that you drink, or Starbucks. That's for like chilling at night. So I try not to have Dunkin' more than once or twice a week, and I'll do that like usually Wednesday or like on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I'll get another one. What is the thanks Tank? The Tim Olson, the Blue Knights rules and the Red Knights sucks. Okay, I don't know who that who what that means. It's probably like an inside joke or something. Uh, Gonna draw a little bit of that. Oh, the Cable Guy, yeah, yeah. I like kind of low key, like almost love that movie. It's so entertaining. Dry land is a myth. Kevin Costner, Waterworld. I just want to hang out. Freaking, what is it? Ben Stiller directed that. Yeah, it's one of Jim Carrey's best movies, in my humble opinion. Hard recommend. Yeah, get some wrinkles going. Sorry, bleaks and abs. Time to make some wrinkles. There we go. Wrinkle time. Yeah. It's my first time drawing the character too, so next time I got to get my version of Solomon Kane. Everybody does their own. I'm gonna be drawing Cole too pretty soon. Steven? Steven? My lisp is gone. Yeah, he was pretty good in the new Sonic movies, Sonic the Hedgehog. He's pretty funny. He was like the main draw for that. I think those movies really like helped his career out. After all that like stuff he was saying about Kick-Ass 2. He just like made a really violent movie and then started talking to just kind of bash that movie's violence for some reason. It was weird. Didn't get that whole angle he was peddling. Yeah, it's funny. Funny stuff. Funny individual. Talented individual, but yeah. Hey, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by, TV Gamer. Appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, normally I do my stream tonight, but I'm gotta go to work pretty early tomorrow and trying to reformat my show as well. Trying to set it up differently. There's a lot of stuff you can and can't do now. At least it's gonna be that way pretty soon. So coming up with some new ideas. Been doing some brainstorming, but gonna bring it back. And then I got like kind of a weird schedule right now. So it's coming back though. I like to do the show and have people on sometimes talk about their stuff. It's really fun. Okay. Now we're messing with the trench coat. I like to make trench capes. They're kind of like trench coat capes, you know? Yeah. He has a big cape in the movie, too. It's pretty cool. Got a motorcycle out there. All right. Kind of wanted to see that new Superman movie. A lot of people were talking about it. Looks pretty entertaining. It's like a fun time at the movies. Good old time at the movies. Got that boot right there. All right. Start working on this one again. Cheers again for you guys for stopping by. Appreciate you on a Saturday night. I need to get a brush to brush off them shavings. All right, let's start working on this glove here. Sorry if I'm not talking, guys. I want to get this picture done by the end of the month. I'm trying to. I really only work on it like 99.9% of it when I do the stream. So, but yeah. Sorry if I'm not talking. Let's see here. All right, gotta work on that sash a little bit. Let's see here. All right. Okay. I'm gonna have to put this up here. I'm gonna have to move that belt up here a little bit, or that sash. Let's see here. All right, so we got all that. All right, we got this right here. Okay. Just watched that new Dexter show. That was awesome. The new, I don't know if you guys have checked that out. I don't know if you guys like Dexter, but it's pretty cool. He's in like New York now. The first two issues kind of felt like Grand Theft Auto, you know, like when you play like GTA 3 or 4, kind of go around, you meet like new people and like Vice City or whatnot. That's kind of how it felt like with Dexter. He's trying to meet new people, and straight up felt like a video game sort of, because he's you know, he was in Miami. He's already like kind of set up over there and had his stuff going. Now he's got to make like a new name for himself. He's got his old identity back though, so it's kind of cool. Yeah. so we get this belt right here. That little belt loop right there. A little bit of buckle right there. All right, a little bit of that. That big sash. All right, and that big sash is kind of right here. Give my belt buckle. Big belt buckle. Yeah. Go big or go home. There we go. Boom. And then I got the sash. This belt buckle could be coming down like that. All right. All right. Now we could start. And the thing is, too, he'll probably be packing too. He'll probably have a gun just like chilling in here somewhere. You know, like maybe right here. You know what I'm saying? Boy Kane. You know, just gotta put that gun in his belt loop. You know. Or even off to the side like that. Okay, so we got that. That kind of blocked in there. All right. Little flintlock pistol. I could just be right under this belt loop right here. That's it. You know I'm screaming? Just like something like that. Put the coat over it like that. Probably be a little barrel like this. It's at a weird angle like that. It's like top view kind of looking down over it. These are the guns you used to get at Disneyland. They stopped selling them on the Pirate of the Caribbean ride. You go on Pirates of the Caribbean and they would have that they'd have those flintlocks. It's pretty cool. And he's a privateer, so he is a pirate, you know. Especially in the newer books. The old stories of them anyways. That's how it kind of comes to be. It's this right here, so we got that right there. Right. That. It's kind of cool to have like when the characters have like scarves and capes and stuff like that. You can kind of help with the movement of things. kind of show where they're at, you know, show what's going on. And a lot of his movements going like really like straight that way, and then it's going up like that. So trying to capture some of that in the picture if possible. And this guy just has all types of belts, and he has all kinds of belts and sheets. He also has the his holster for his sword. Um, yeah, it's probably like on it, probably hanging down somewhere on his left side. It would be off to the side right here, kind of just going down like that. Probably. Oh, what up, Soundwave? Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Um, yeah, I'd probably have that. I'm trying to think of the way. If he lifted his leg up, the holster would be kind of going out this way like that, I think. Possibly if he's popping up his leg, kicking that hag in the face. His sword holster might pop up in the air going out like that. Or it might flop back down and come down right here. But then it kind of, if you draw it right here, sometimes if you draw things that need to be there realistically, it fucks with the smoke in the mirrors, you know, like it messes up the magic of the piece, you know. So I might even leave the holster out of it just because, you know, the sword holster, because it just kind of messes with the shapes and what I'm going for. We'll see though. I haven't decided yet. See what keeps happening. Gotta keep moving, you know. Right. Right. So you got to. Oops. Get these shadows in there. Same thing with that, just so you kind of know what I'm dealing with for the inks a little bit. All right. We got the hat right here. We got this other glove right here. Moving forward with that. Just kind of seeing what I'm going to do with the shadows, because light's. I figure my light's going to be coming in from here, and then there's still going to be some like residual light from when he shot this flintlock pistol into this monster's beak. There would still be like somewhat of a flash kind of going, So he kind of did all this at the same time. So the light would be coming through right here, but I'll probably also have the moon right here as well. So that's two sources of light. Or I might have the moon back here. Either way, I could do that with a little bit of dual lighting on both sides. So still haven't decided yet. It kind of goes with what happens with where the piece takes me. Still defining itself, I guess. Piece got to come to life. It's got to come to life, man. Yeah. Anybody got any big plans tonight for the weekend or Saturday night? It's kind of late still, though, I guess. Kind of late. That's true. True that. Let's see here. This piece is coming along. Let's see here. And he normally has like a green. Let's see, this would be shadowed right here. So with that. Right. But we're not going to worry about that because this is going to be a black and white piece. But normally has a green sash in a lot of media. It's kind of cool in a way, just all black. Then he has this green sash, A lot of people are getting into Solomon Kane now too. He's so cool. Kane and Cole are really starting to shine now because everybody loved Conan. That's like their favorite, But now they're starting to figure out that Cole and Kane are just as good as Conan. Cole, Kane, Conan. Yeah. Was it CKK? So, yeah, man. I could just like really just go all dark with this piece too. That's always a fun thing to do, kind of Mignola style. He figures out he does all the blocking for his whites and his lights. Trent Kanuga, he did it. He's got a really cool video out. If you guys go sub to his channel, he's got some cool stuff, man. I highly recommend it. He's got a new video where he's kind of breaking down Mike Mignola's art. It's pretty cool. I was watching like the first 10 minutes of it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to come back and watch this. I loved Trent Kanuga's art on Ghost Rider, man. He's so cool. Yeah, he did that book Creed, but for me, I was a big fan of his Ghost Rider. That was what I was all about. Yeah, love to see that guy do a Butch Cleaver piece. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see. So many good artists out there. I might have to go back. I might have to go out and get another drink real quick. Some more ice. Keep this show going. I'm having a blast doing this. It's so fun. Yeah, just reading the Solomon Kane stories and just kind of getting inspired by the works. It's just really fun. these old characters that we kind of don't really give the spotlight to anymore. This guy didn't have a comic book for like 15 years. He just now started getting one, you know. Yeah. It's gonna have to have a bigger jacket, a little bit. It's got to be a little bigger, a little chunkier. There we go. It's pulling from that elbow. See some stress lines coming from that elbow. It's jerking back from the recoil. Trying to think of all that shit while I'm drawing it. All right, there's that. There's some shadow from the lighting coming in. Then you got his hat right here. Probably want to do a different form of hatching so it pops more. There's that. I'll do one of these probably so you can see it a little better from the bottom of the glove. One of those two. Maybe a little one of those. Like that. Ba-da-ba. All right. I kind of want his hat to get more beat up looking too. Like more chunkier, you know? Like kind of, I don't know, kind of like it's been chewed on by a bunch of demons, you know? Something about that. Characters are always fun when they're like that, you know? Yeah. There we go. A little bit of something like that, maybe. This too, man. Take those chunks out of that hat a little. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. I love doing pencils too. It's so fun. I do a lot of stuff with pencils. All right, there's that. I got that right there. Yeah, highly recommend Solomon Kane. The new the director of that movie's directing Red Sonja. That's coming out pretty soon. The movie trailer's out right now. Looks like a fun movie. Yeah, definitely got that old like kind of like 2000s, early 2000s vibe going on in the trailer. All right. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go get some more ice because yeah, this is kind of whack. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Would be a chair stream. All right, I'm back, guys. Probably go for another half an hour to an hour. We'll see how it goes. This is the type of guy that you really gotta want to get the try to get to your wrinkles in on this guy. You know, he I don't know. For me, I like drawing wrinkles on the fabrics and stuff on characters. I think it looks cool. That was one of the things that like One of my favorite artists, Mort Drucker, he would do that a lot. So one more, if you guys didn't see it, McFarland's Reserve. Yeah, never. This is the first bottle I've got before. So again, cheers. This is a drink and draw. So not always doing drink and draws, but yeah, sometimes they're fun. All right, so we got that. Can move forward on this a bit. Have that right there. Kind of want to maybe put like a. Let's see here. Got the boots, so what's that? All right. These boots are kind of tight, so you don't want to have too much wrinkles going down the side. All right. Cheers, guys. All right. So we're gonna move on to next. Should we work on the hag, or should we work on the? No, maybe we'll work on this boot a little bit right here. You know what I miss is Bob Ross. I gotta go check that foo out again. He's so fun to watch. I like watching him paint early in the morning. You get up, have a cup of coffee. Even if you put him on in the background, you know. And he's 100% right too about like happy accidents. You know, when you're creating artwork, it's all about that. It's almost about like drawing defensively. You know, it's like when you're driving, you have to drive defensively. You have to do art defensively too. You know, you have to be like looking for the person that's texting, looking for the person that's drunk driving, looking for the people that are going to cut you off and stuff like that. Same thing when you're drawing, you have to be looking for like the mistakes that you're going to make and the mistakes that you do make, and you have to get in there and pivot and try to salvage the piece or improve on it within that accident. And once you improve on it, it makes even like it's even better, you know, like yeah, crazy, 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 crazy. Let's see. So he's going to be cutting through right here, through these guys, just like that, right through their shit. That hand's gonna be. I'm gonna have to redraw that hand, but I needed it there. I have to come in and kind of. So I want him to do like a straight Zorro swipe, just like that. Hey, what's up, King Nikos? Thanks for stopping by. We're drawing Solomon Kane right now. I don't know if you ever heard of Solomon Kane, but he's a OG character, been around for 100 years now, I believe. Yeah, over 100 years. He's a monster hunter, one of the oldest monster hunting characters. Demon hunter, witch hunter, all that shit. So right here, we'll start with that. Yeah, might even make the gap bigger on this one right here, so it's a bigger swipe. Got the beak tip just kind of chunking off like that, you know. I'm gonna draw Zorro one day too. I actually have a take for Zorro. He's in public domain. You know, you get these itches where you're just like, I want to work on my own shit, but then you're like, I want to work on some old, you know, some OG shit. It's I'm guilty of it too, you know. Like I want to do a Conan story or a Solomon Kane story. I want to do a Batman story, you know. I want to work on my own shit only. It's just like this kind of weird thing that people get sometimes. These itches, you know, you got to scratch, I guess. See if we can draw some bones in there, some phalanges. Yeah, kind of sticking in there for the sea hag. This little bone shrapnel. That wouldn't really happen in real life, though. That would just cut right through it like butter. You wouldn't have all the shrapnel coming, exploding. But it's fun to be a little dramatic. I'm gonna do just a little bit, though. Maybe a little bit of that right there. Folds back like that. A little bit of food. Got to go with the way the action's going, I guess. Something like that. He's done, man. He's done playing games now. Time to take some numbers. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't know too, I have a series I'm working on now. I used to have it on another channel, but now I've just moved everything over to here. It's called The Metal Cartoonist, and they're just tips for indie artists that are coming into the comic book scene that want to start making comics. You know, and me, I'm a professional, but I'm not like a mainstream professional. You know, I don't have a bunch of mainstream titles attached to my resume or resume, if that. But I do know some stuff, and I have some tips that maybe might be able to help you. If you watch the videos, that could go for pros or, you know, seasoned veteran elder statesmen. They might be able to learn some stuff. Obviously, I'm going to learn more from them, but who knows? I might have a little something they never knew about. It's just my grayish green perspective in the fact that I'm not a young man and I am still green, so I do give tips. You know, I know that me coming into this scene, if I was to watch these videos, I'd be like, well, okay, that's cool, man. You know, and I encourage people to give me their opinions and what they think, and if that I should make videos on what not. You know, I'm just here to help. I want to build up this keep building the comic book movement up, man. Build this indie scene up. Keep it moving. Because comics never sleep, ladies and gentlemen. They'll never sleep. They keep going. You know, we're just trying to get better and faster while entertaining people and hopefully express ourselves artistically in the process while entertaining and be, you know, like cross all these boxes at the same time. You know. if it's possible. That's the thing too with comics. You can get really like artsy with the pages, but then you have to like get in there and do your sequences and tell your story, you know. But there's those times where you can really get in there and flex your, you know, skills and show your put your your art out there, you know. Yeah, a lot of artists don't like drawing like parts where, you know, talking heads, as they would say, a bunch of people sitting around in a diner or just sitting around somewhere. But those are the key like moments in storytelling actually that you got to really get good at, you know. People just sitting there, you know, doing their little micro mannerisms, right? Okay, let me get this guy over here. Like I said, that's Solomon Kane. If you guys haven't picked it up, this book's pretty awesome. Go get it. I recommend that. And then before you get that, this is about 14 or 15 bucks on Amazon. Go fucking read this book. I'm not even done reading it. I'm like at the very beginning, like right there. And I'm already like awestruck, you know. This writer. Yeah, he's by far my favorite writer, Robert E. Howard. So even Stephen King, you know. And Howard was friends with Lovecraft, so you see a lot of like Lovecraft influence in his work. It's really really cool. I'll be singing his praises probably forever. I don't see why I wouldn't. So, you know, people just come around like once in a lifetime, and it is what it is. You know, in the story, there's like these kind of pterodactyl type demonic entities that he faces in Africa. I haven't got to that story yet, but I kind of wanted to do a spin on them, just from the ones I've seen like throughout learning about Solomon Kane. My introduction to Solomon Kane was through the movie back in the day. I remember before it even came out, I had heard of it because they were working on a Conan movie, and they had these message boards, and somehow Solomon Kane came up, and then I was just following that movie. I thought it was cool. I was like, oh, this looks like, you know, Vampire Hunter D or Van Helsing. You know, he's got the big, it's all in black. He's got the big hat, you know, and come to find out, he is the OG like Van Helsing's and Vampire D. It's Solomon Kane. He's a Puritan. So I'm gonna draw a little. I wanted to put these guys kind of like he's up on a little hill front right here. So I'm gonna try to draw that right now. And the thing is with comics, you can make it too busy, you know. So you kind of want to figure out where you can make it slow down the business, you know. And that's kind of what I want to do right here. I kind of want to have like the tree, kind of like it's coming down like this, you know. And maybe they're down. There's a little kind of like hill face right here. And maybe there's some roots coming through like that. You know, I was thinking about maybe just really kind of really getting crazy with the roots now that I'm thinking about it in here. I think that'd be fun. But got to be careful with it too. Because these guys got weird root like shapes in their arms and their claws and their wings that could be easily distracted. So, but what I'm going to do probably is I'll probably render the hill front and then kind of come in there with the roots after. That way I can balance out everything visually. So I might start with like something like this. Let's see. Just real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on this. So I'm going to be erasing a lot of it, and then I'm going to go back and fix it in the inking process. But you want to get a lot of chunky shapes in there because it's a rock mud face, you know, with roots coming down. Let's see here, Yeah, and I kind of wanted this guy to be like he transitioned into this monster. He morphed into it, you know. And then these two were just straight up like demonic bird things. Yeah, definitely want to do I definitely want to do a Solomon Kane story before I die. I want to write, hopefully, and illustrate, and I want to do a shadow story. At least one of each of those characters, and the Phantom. Those would be my top three if I had my choice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start thinking of stuff for that. That'd be awesome. Let's see. We'll go against the grain. Let's try this. All right. That's not good. Okay. Up like that. Side. We could do one of those. Leave that. Leave that. Boom, 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 boom. That way with that. That's his. Probably gonna be his boot right there, like that. Just fold over. His boot. This guy morphed. It's morphin' time. All right, what's that? For all you Power Ranger fans out there. Okay, there's that. All right, I'm gonna get her shape in there and his shape in there. Okay. See, the more you read of the character, um, the more that you can really draw, like from your memory. And I've read a story where he went to Africa, but I haven't read like the deep the classics yet. In this book that I have, the one that I showed you, the novel, it has every Solomon Kane story in it. There's 16 of them, and I've only read probably like maybe 8, or if that, not even that, maybe. And the ones I've read are just, oh my gosh, so good. Dude's definitely a wordsmith too, man. Like, that's why I consider writers like a lot of people give them shit, but I consider them artists, you know, with words, you know. Um, some are just the way that they tell stories. Like Howard's one of those guys, man. The way he does his dialogue, it's just makes you really think. Okay, go down like that. Trying to get some variation in here. All right, block that off. There's that. Block that off. Do maybe something like this going that way. This could kind of help build like chunky, you know, dimensions down here. That. That. You could draw these just crazy triangles and shapes. You know, do another one right there and just kind of break that up. We're doing this basically to kind of pop these characters out on the side of a dirt wall, and then I'm going to run roots through here. Hopefully, if that works. Again, it might be too busy. I might not do that, but that's part of the process. You know, that's what we're doing right now. You know, trying to figure out what looks cool and what doesn't, and what's busy, and what type of story you're telling. You know, and this is kind of like a pinup, or it would be kind of like a poster type thing or a cover. You know, I'm not sure if it's worthy of that. I don't think it is, but with stuff like that, I don't know. Most of the time, you traditionally don't want a bunch of busy stuff going on. You just want people to go, "Oh yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna buy that." You know, it's like right here. I'm not gonna do a bunch of like different cross hatching, going different ways, like Rocky stuff. I'm just gonna have it in shadow. That way, it pops his rib cage and his wing and his tricep. Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? What's up, Halder and Dale A? I got to read your book, Dale A. I'm getting around to it. What's your opinion, Dale? I'm glad you're in here. What's your opinion on Excalibur, the movie from the '80s? I don't know if you've seen it. I'm pretty sure you've seen it though. I'm about 99% sure you've seen it. And if you have, what's your opinion on it? You like it? Let's see. There's that. One of the best medieval fantasy movies ever. Yeah, I think it is the best, dude. Like, it's that and Conan. I think it's just like, yeah, that and Conan are the best. It's just I heard that movie was filmed on like, yeah, like some crazy low number. I forgot. Dude, I think I heard it was made up for like 10. It was either I know they're big like in Hollywood. I heard it was either 10,000 or 10 million. It's probably 10 million back in the '80s, but it was yeah. I don't think it was 10,000. It's probably $10 million. They made that movie. Crazy cheap budget. Um, let's see. I don't like that. There we go. But and then it has all those like all the actors in it. All the thespians and whatnot. Let's see here. Do. Hey, what up, K-pop? Thanks for stopping by. Hail. Lord of the Rings trilogy fantasy movies in the '80s were just better. I can't fully explain it. Fantasy movies in the '80s were the best, the cheesiest, and the best. No, you know what, guys? I figured it out. I know what it is. I mean, it's obviously the obvious part that we all know. Obviously, the obvious. That's kind of redundant, but I know what it is. I really know what it is. Um, it's the film and it's the fog. You want to get that like kind of the worst film you could think of, or just and put a lot of fog and smoke in your movies, man. And it really weighs a lot on in the lighting too. So there's that. Then obviously you add great acting, great practical special effects, and a great score, and you got it. But a lot of it is the film. We've switched over to digital, man, and everything just looks kind of crisp and clean and has these different filters on it. But I'm going back and looking at like Conan and just a lot of those movies, Beastmaster, Excalibur, um, Sword and the Sorcerer, Barbarians. I mean, the list goes on. There's just so many of them. Lady Hawk. It's the film, man. We need film again. I almost feel that like you can pretty soon you'll be able to just film the movie, but like have like a film app or a film screen that goes over your digital footage to give it that film look. Because you guys see like those AI like Conan the Barbarian like movie trailers for the books. It looks like they're filmed in the '60s. So it's for me that's like the only thing I would do like for AI is I would use it for a filter like possibly maybe I don't even think I would do that, but say I wanted to make a movie look like it was made in the '80s. I'd want that '80s filter over it so I could shoot it that way. It doesn't look so crisp and clean. I mean, it could still look clean, but I don't know, man. I think Robert Eggers did a good job. Like his stuff's clean, but it looks cool. Like with the Northman, the Witch, and also the Nosferatu. His doesn't. They don't look like '80s movies though. But definitely the '80s. They had the smoke and film. They used film and smoke, not digital. They weren't filming digital. They weren't using IMAX. I remember the first like the guy that was really pushing digital, that came out. We're doing digital. It was Robert Rodriguez. I remember, everyone was doing digital, but I remember just in that time, with like Once Upon a Time in Mexico and Sin City, he was just really pushing digital, and yeah, I just love the way film looks so much better. Yeah, practical effects are awesome. We're supposed to be, I guess, that movie. I'm really looking forward to the Deathstalker remake. That's going to be awesome. I followed. I forgot his name, man. I'm horrible with names. The director Kostansky. Just started following him today. I've been looking. I didn't know he had a Instagram. But Daniel Bergsten, the guy playing Deathstalker. He's in Nobody and a bunch of '80s action films. He's playing him. I'm horrible with names. But I reviewed the comics, and Slash is producing it. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to the Toxic Avenger remake, even though What's his name's a little shit. It still looks like a fun like trauma movie, you know. Kevin Bacon and Elijah Wood looks like a fun movie. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, all those movies are great, right? Legend's something else too, man. That's one of my favorites. I bought the Tim Curry Darkness Todd McFarlane action figure. I remember I got that like right when it first came out. I still have it. It came in like this cool plastic like fish tank almost. I have it in the garage. I got one of his Conan figures too, but the face looks kind of wonky on it. But dude, there's so many cool like Conan figures that are out right now. Like the Frazetta Girls has one. Heroic Signatures is coming out with like a Signatures is coming out with like a Rob De La Torre one. The Super, I think it's Super 6 or Super 8, they have them. And then the Mezco, like $300 Conan and Solomon Kane toys are awesome. But I'm not going to spend $300 on a toy, you know? Yeah, the new Solomon Kane by Patrick Zerker. I reviewed all four of them actually. This is the fourth one. I read them all. This the story's pretty epic, dude. It's one of his it's pastiche, so it's not Howard's work, but it's fun, right? And it's he did his research. His style is very because he's illustrating and he's writing it. His style is very clean and cinematic. It's a he's talented, very talented, great writer. His I think his best work so far is what he did in Savage Tales, the current Savage Tales. He did a story with him and Valeria, with Conan and Valeria. Sorry, great story. It was awesome. Solomon Kane is okay, but it's a little too it's epic, but it's just not for me. It's not dark and horrific enough for Kane. And Kane's a little young in there too, so I was kind of complaining about that. And then his artwork is great artwork, but it's just a little too clean for me. Like for me, like I want more of like a Kelly Jones or Mike Mignola. On a bucket list. Kyle Hotz. I would like Kyle Hotz doing Solomon Kane. That would be my first pick. You know. Maybe Mike Mignola writing it, and then I would get yeah, or even just like to hear people's takes on it, you know. But yeah, it's good. I reviewed them all. Great stuff. We're lucky to have it. lucky to get that. Yeah, I think and that's the thing too. It's very it's black and white. Yeah, it's very in the story. There's a lot of color in there, you know. I definitely think he's pretty much made for black and white as well. And if you're gonna do it, I would probably get like Dave Stewart to color it. He did Hellboy. A lot of the Munich colors, I think, would work great. 100%. Let's see here. But yeah, man, it's just all the work's so good. Like even, all their pretty much like 90% of all the stuff that they're putting out, through Heroic Signatures and Titan right now. It's great, man. I have no complaints. There's some stuff that like I'm not a big fan of, but even the stuff I'm not a fan of, it might be like one story, But I want that, like with Savage Tales, I want new artists and new writers bringing in new stories throughout the Howard canon, not just Conan. Like Sailor Steve, the boxer stories, Elkins, the fur trapper, Cole, Conan, just keep it going. You know, Kieran and Conrad, the archaeologists, the demon hunters, the proto Hellboy type demon occult investigators. You know, those are cool. Yeah, the ones from Dark Horse. That's what I'm saying, dude. I think that they need to like, because what I like about Titan is they got with Marvel and they cut a contract to where they're putting out omnibuses of all the Marvel Conan and all the Marvel Savage Tales of Conan. So there's like they're doing like 15 omnibuses of each, and now they're doing the omnibuses of the Solomon Kane from Marvel. So Titan's putting those out. So I'm like, dude, I hope Titan cuts a deal with Dark Horse and then they do an omnibus for all the Dark Horse stuff because I know it's, there's a bunch with them as well. So I'm gonna try to. I'm definitely gonna. I think because I want to just I want them all, man. But I'm probably gonna ask for the try to get the Solomon Kane one first because it's just one. The Marvel one, it's just one. You know, that's not out yet, but it should be coming out. That would be a good Christmas present for me. Solomon Kane omnibus from Marvel, published through Heroic Signatures. The thing I like about Kane, man, is it the horror aspect of it. You know, it's fun. I love me some Conan though too, man. I mean, Kane's awesome. So is Cole. But yeah, Conan as well. I like them all. I like them all. Let's see if we can. Let's see here. No, let's see. It's crazy. Yeah, Dark Horse is the shit, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, man. I always wanted to work for Dark Horse back in the day because they always had my favorite books, like Hellboy and the Goon. Like those are my jams. Sin City. It just felt like that was where I wanted to work, you know. And it's just more and more uh, properties that I like, you know. I think a lot of people wanted to work there, to be honest. Let's see here. Working on some tree roots, tree sections right now, because this looks already really busy. So might just be right here, possibly. Because the other stuff's too busy. But even if it is busy, I can. It's not going to be in the forefront, even in the ink process. I can always downplay it and render over it, but have it still there in the background, kind of lurking in the shadows. But you can be able to see some tree roots. I like tree roots; they're pretty cool. All right. Dark Horse published the official English translation of Eden. It's an endless world. I would love to get all 14 volumes, but they're super expensive now. Yeah, man, it's crazy how much stuff's expensive. Like they need to make like different versions of books. I'm thinking like it's not everybody wants to pay all this money for shit, just to read it. You know what I mean? Like Berserk. I don't need to spend like $2,000, $3,000 on Berserk. Like just give me the fucking a cheaper version of it. Give me the pleather version. I'm good. I'm good, homie. Right. I got this coming through right here. Get those roots right there. I might even have this root right here too. Get a little bit of that action going. And again, when you got all these details, when you're inking stuff, I think for me personally, I like to have them all there. But you're gonna have to go in there. You're gonna have to fucking put some gray tones in there, or hatch the fuck over them so they're not. Like Solomon, he's the main. Like I want him to be the main deal, and these guys the main deal. I don't want these roots right here to kind of. I don't want people to really even see these roots unless they really like examine the piece. I want them to see Solomon. I want them to see the action right here. I want to see him, busting his flintlock on the guy up here, kicking the hag in her head right there. Maybe some of the cool stuff. Maybe some cool stuff in the background if I make it cool and it looks dope. That type of stuff. But a lot of the little details, I don't really want them to focus on too much of it. So you can go in there with gray tones, or ink wash. Also, you can use pencil. I've been using pencil instead of ink wash now on some of my stuff. It's fun. I might even come in here and it's always pushing stuff. How they're let's see here. Omnibus is printed on Bible paper. Ooh. I might even get the either like a black color pencil or some black charcoal for this piece. I'm still kind of debating because I'm always trying to learn new stuff. And that would be something new. That's something that one of my favorite artists, Eric Powell, does a lot with the Goon. So I might try to do that with this. Life's too short to not experiment on things. Even though it's kind of like, I don't want to do it. It's my first Solomon Kane piece. I don't want to fuck it up even more. But life's kind of short. So I might do that. I might go raid my kids' color pencil stash. Give me your black color pencils. If not, I'll hit up I'll hit up Michael's tomorrow and see what I want to do. Yeah, kind of want to do some feathers on this guy too, man. It might even help too a little bit with the breaking that up a bit. It's all about textures when you're inking. So I put feathers in there. That's gonna. Yeah, fuck it. Let's put some feathers in there. Let's get in there with that real quick. Some feathers. I haven't done feathers in forever. That'll be a fun little thing to do. Yeah. Something about birds, man. They're just kind of freaky, you know. So I haven't done feathers in forever, but I'm gonna try like a new thing. I'm gonna draw like a bunch of them, and then I'm gonna come in there. I'm gonna start picking on them and erasing some of them. You know, just getting that randomization going, right? And we want it to kind of come this way, feathers. So we're gonna make like a skirt turn like that, maybe a couple like that, kind of sticking out. So they're kind of sharp and uninviting and dangerous. Yeah. They got to be kind of random for this character. I want random feathers sticking out. Oh man, I was supposed to go watch Jurassic Park, that new one. I want to see it. And then with this guy, I'm probably gonna do little feathers. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Too, by the way. I know you guys could be watching other stuff. Probably gonna do little feathers, and then they're gonna get bigger as I go up. So, see how that works out. Oh, it's a little too big. All right, there's that. Hey, what up, Brian? How you doing, brother? Just doing a little Solomon Kane action right now. On some feathers. Doing a little draw stream tonight before I go to work. Gotta go to work tomorrow, so gonna be out pretty early. I don't even know what time it is. I want these to kind of stick out a bit. So you got the feathers like that. You can get this little kind of bat-like anatomy underneath the feathers where the wings are at. I'll just keep following that motion. Probably draw like a couple just chilling like this too, because he just got by Solomon. So there'll be a couple just kind of popped out like that. And then there's that. Get that talon in there like that. All right. This, okay. All right. Got a big one like that. All right. So you got that dude right there with his feathers. And then probably come in here and start erasing a little bit of it or picking some out. So we can I'm gonna put another feather right here. I'm going in and doing like each side of the feather, you know. So you want to go like boop, 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 and then you can do a little gap and go foop, 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 like that. And you can even come in and do some dark parts in the top, you know, and then kind of piece that full out like that. You know what I mean? And then basically you can do this whole piece right here, and you can come in and you can erase some more, and just keep rendering it, and just kind of just keep chopping at it, you know. And then you can have a couple feathers, maybe even be solid black, you know, like that. I haven't done feathers in forever. Just kind of this guy right there, you know, see what I'm saying? You gotta have like kind of a base for all these feathers. A lot of fun. This is like a decompression valve right here, you know what I mean? Something you do when you kind of chill, you know? His feather's just kind of growing out of his arm at some point, just right out of the forearm. You just draw with your eraser, you know? Drawing with your eraser. I wish I learned about that in third fucking grade. Hey man, you know you could draw with your, you know, you just draw and you just erase shit and you kind of like draw with it. You can add the highlights and all that good shit. I wish someone would have told me that. Ooh man, I'd be so happy. Oh, so you're telling me I can like draw a big ass arm and like erase veins into it? Okay, thanks for telling me. Can do the highlights like that? Oh, that's awesome. So So I kind of get like a gist of what I want to do with that guy right there. And these down here, they're getting close to this weedy area. I might want to just shade them in, right? For contrast. Next to the hand and the talons right there. And then this guy right here, that one might be silhouette as well. That could be in a silhouette, and then we already know that could be a silhouette or shadowed out thing falling, and then we already know what type of kind of anatomy he has because he has stuff coming out right here. I got a set of Kiratake Fugo Kochi brush pins yesterday. They're awesome. There's a gray one that should work great for shading. Oh, hell yeah, man. I got to move into that too eventually. I got some new Pentel brushes today too from Amazon. I also got some cowboy boots today for my birthday. Pretty fucking cool. What else? Ink, Skunk Artworks, man. What he does with his water brush, that's fucking awesome. I love what he does too. Skunk is a madman. I love his work. I still gotta get his book too, man. The Splash book. He's so cool. This guy's got some boots down here. I gotta give him his boots. So we're drawing Solomon Kane right now, but um, there's another character you guys should check out called Captain Kronos. Man, he's a he's a he's a bad mofo. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend checking out. It's a Hammer Films production. So good. Let's see here. Yeah, so got that. We got a little bit somewhere, guys. We got Kane right there. We got a little bit of action on his guns. Well, I did the hat before the show started. I spent about 3 minutes on that hat. We got the pants, the sash, the boots. We worked on the tree a little bit. A little bit of these guys right here too. Wish could have done more. We got the swipe, a little bit of action right there too. So, but I'm here just to kind of chill and have fun with this piece. It could take 2 hours or 2 years. But it'll get done. Then I'm gonna ink it too. So, but probably gonna call it right now, guys. And thanks everybody for stopping by. Probably try to do another draw stream hopefully tomorrow. Maybe yeah, as soon as I can. It's kind of hard trying to find the time. But I really appreciate everybody that stopped by. It means a lot. And go read some comic books. Go read some books. Check out this book right here. It's freaking awesome. Can't recommend it enough. It's got all the Howard tales in it. And go pick up some of these books, man. By Heroic Signatures. Good shit. And thanks for watching, guys. Let's see here. Halder says they're more like a rubber felt hybrid nib than a brush. It's easier to control than the regular feud brush pen I have. Wow, I'm gonna have to try those out. That sounds fun because I've been using those Tombow pens for a minute now, and those work. I'm loving these things right here. Like this blue pen, I could do everything with this. Like really thin detail to thick. That thing's a godsend. I could take like 100 of those brushes. But yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by. I gotta go to bed, unfortunately. Otherwise, tomorrow I'll be worthless like a zombie. So appreciate you. You guys have a great night. Thank you. Thanks, Halder, for dropping the Butch Cleaver link. And always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.